Another day, another story. India's top court has declined to grant legal recognition to same-sex marriages, drawing criticism from LGBTQ rights activists who dubbed the verdict regressive. India's LGBTQ community has long felt like second-class citizens, facing opprobrium from the government, religious leaders, and conservative elements of society. In the court earlier this year, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government cast arguments in favor of extending rights as urban elitist views, stating that gay marriage is not comparable to the Indian family unit concept, comprising a husband, wife, and children. So where do same-sex couples stand after the court ruling? What did the Supreme Court rule? OKT's 17th ruling followed a petition arguing that the failure to recognize same-sex unions violated LGBTQ people's constitutional rights. While the court stopped short of allowing equal marriage, it recognized the rights of gay couples. The ruling means that Indians will now be free to engage in same-sex relationships assured of constitutional protection, but marrying someone of the same sex remains forbidden. Five-judge bench that passed the judgment said the right to choose a partner was the most important life decision. This right goes to the root of the right to life and liberty under Article 21 of India's constitution. There cannot be any doubt that there is a choice to have a life partner. It includes the right to choose a partner and enjoy physical intimacy with them, including the right to privacy, autonomy, etc., and should enjoy this right undisturbed from society, and when threatened, state has to protect the same. Queerness is neither urban nor elite. Supreme Court maintained this view, highlighting there is no data from the government to back its contention that petitioners seeking legal recognition of same-sex marriages is mere urban elitist views for the purpose of social acceptance. Campaigners are also intent on pushing for the right to adopt and raise children. But the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, NCPCR, told the court that allowing adoption to same-sex couples is akin to endangering the children. The five-judge bench also passed a 3-2 verdict against adoption rights for the LGBTQIA community. Why did the court decline to legalize same-sex marriage? The ruling crushed the hopes of tens of millions of LGBTQ people in India. Campaigners were bitterly disappointed that the court stopped short of defying the government and granting same-sex couples their dream of full marriage rights. Court noted introducing laws on equal marriage rights did not fall within the jurisdiction of the court, but was instead the preserve of Parliament. The court, in the exercise of the power of judicial review, must steer clear of matters, particularly those impinging on policy, which fall in the legislative domain. The court gave many directions, but ultimately and sadly, they won't have any effect in law. The government of India is not duty-bound to follow it. There are allegations that court was under pressure from the government. One of cabinet minister also said earlier that the issue of marriage concerns society and society's opinion on this issue cannot be excluded. The voice of society is best reflected in Parliament. What has changed for same-sex couples? Things are changing slowly for same-sex couples in India, who have faced an uphill battle to get their rights recognized. A colonial-era ban on gay sex was lifted only in 2018. The current case was seen as a potential landmark development on LGBTQ rights in the country. The ruling means that LGBTQ people can now engage in relationships without fear of legal repercussions. However, denied marriage rights, they have no legal status in terms of family matters like succession, inheritance, or even hospital visitation rights. Those advocating change face opposition not only from Modi's BJP, but also from right-wing religious groups. These include BJP's ideological parent, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, and the Jamia Ulama-e Hind, which say marriages should only be allowed between opposite genders. What next? While the ruling disappointed many, there is hope that the government might grant more rights to same-sex couples, delivering on promises to set up a committee to look into obstacles they face, such as obtaining ration cards and accessing pension rights. Those changes might require amendments to family law. Stay tuned for more information on this in future. Thanks for watching.